Morning, Ma'am Linda.
Yes, how are you?
We are okay. How are you, ma'am?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yeah, hey, today we
Let
started late.
May you come again?
I was saying today we started late.
Good morning, Ma'am Linda. Good morning, Ma'am Linda.
Yes, we're waiting to be let in. We're waiting to be let in until yes. So let me send you the other study guide which is missing. There is a study guide which is missing. Let me send it on your group. Let me send it on your group. There's a study guide which is missing. Then open where we left. While you're opening where we left yesterday, there's a study guide which is missing, which I have to send on the group just now. You add it to your LP6. You add it to your material of LP6. Let's continue from where we left yesterday. Okay, I'm opening, then I'll share with you. Okay, let me open.
Ma'am Linda.
Yes, I'm opening. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am Linda, at 9 o'clock, I'll be experiencing load shedding.
Okay, noted. It's okay, noted. It's okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, let me share. Okay, let me share with you. Okay, let's continue from where we left. That is where we are continuing. Okay, let's continue from where we left yesterday. Building relations between team members and other stakeholders. We have already defined that a stakeholder is anyone who has got an interest in the business, which interest for the business to achieve its objectives. Okay, let me just give 2 minutes to those who are opening. So I hope you have opened those here. So a stakeholder is anyone who has got interest in the business and to see the business achieve its objectives. Who can be the internal stakeholders, the employer and employee. Internal, it means the ones which are inside the organizations. Then there are external stakeholders. Who are these external stakeholders? It means customers, suppliers, non-governmental organizations, banks, and other financial institutions. So here is saying on completion of this section, you'll be able to participate in building relations between team members and stakeholders. There is an introduction there. That project have always required planning, management, and control to deliver the desired outcome. So planning and control. So they also involve planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Yes, for project to be successful. Then the key to forming successful project relationship is understanding that different stakeholders have different expectations of project and different definitions of project success. Then we have got the importance of building relations between team members and stakeholders. So these are the importance of building relations between team members and stakeholders, and the stakeholders have already defined them. So They said they help to prevent unnecessary mistakes, help to resolve issues, helps in managing the project. When you are taught to describe, that's when you describe using those what descriptions. They say help to resolve issues. They are saying by being open and discussing what may be affecting team members with the intention of resolving the matter. So when you are taught to describe, you have to what? To describe. Then project stakeholders and their needs. Who are these project stakeholders? Are those entities within or outside an organization which sponsor a project or have an interest or a gain upon a successful completion of a project, may have a positive or a negative influence in the project what completion. So these are project stakeholders and their needs. Then examples of these project stakeholders, like I said, anyone who's got an interest in the organization, in the interest of an organization. They are all listed there, the examples of these project stakeholders. We have got project manager. We are not going to read everything. Line managers, upper management, project testers, and all. Then they must have what? Document relevant information for all identified stakeholders. That the project management team must document relevant information for all identified stakeholders. Which are the identified stakeholders? They are those listed above. Then this information may include stakeholder interest, involvement, expectations, importance, influence as well. It's listed there. Then stakeholders have got their needs. Like they've got different needs. Like let's say a customer. What is a customer's need? Is to get what? Let's say a business. Is to get their needs they want. Like if you are supplying like let's say for example a business selling perfume. What is the need of the customer? Is to sell perfume. Then to get the perfume. Suppliers, what is their need? Is to supply the perfume, to be supplying the perfume. So the more you grow, the more the business for them. Then banks and other financial institutions, what is their need? Is to give you maybe a loan, to give you what? To take you away from financial distress by giving you a loan. So we all stakeholders have got different what? Needs. So these are some of the needs which are listed. A good return on investment, contribute positively to the welfare of the communities around them, job security, achieving project goals and all. Then there is an activity we're supposed to do. List 9 examples of project stakeholders. Discuss the needs of a client as a stakeholder. So this we are not going to give each other time to do it because here they've already listed the stakeholders. Here they've already listed the stakeholders. Then here they've got the needs of the stakeholders. They've got the needs of the stakeholders. So we won't spend time doing this because it's there. We covered it. We can't spend time doing that. Then documentation and implementation of instances of building relationship between team members and stakeholders. Sometimes documentation is something that is written on paper when you talk about documentation. Then they're saying building relationship is just as important within the project team as it is outside. Like inside the organization internal stakeholders, they're saying it is important for to build relations, and also outside external organization. Good relationships can be the difference between outstanding success and dismal failure, because it's all about getting people to like and trust you so that they'll deliver what you need them to deliver at the right time in the right way. So For a team to be motivated, they have to be good relationship, because it determines the ultimate success or failure of the organization. No, okay, how does it help? They're saying building relationship, networking helps building what relationship. It also encourages social interactions. You are going to read, it establishes a culture that favors relationship. You are going to read it to get the explanation. Then also supplier relationship. Who is a supplier? Someone who supplies us with anything we need in the organization, be it from raw material, be it from what we use. Like, let's say in an organization, it starts right from a small thing like coffee and sugar. Like, if it's a big organization, they don't go to the shop and get coffee and sugar. They have suppliers who supply them. They have suppliers who supply them with that coffee and sugar, and they'll be supplying, be it monthly, be it quarterly and all. Then it goes to all their raw materials they need to use. Let's say it's a manufacturing company like Liver Brothers. Liver Brothers is not going to go to say, okay, for our milk, for teas, for our employees, someone has to go to the shop. Those are very big organizations. They just have suppliers who do that. Be it like it's an intermediary, like someone in between, like an organization which does that, or be it they want to get it straight from Pick and Pay, or from those companies which manufacture the milk. So those would be their suppliers. They don't send someone to the shop and say, go and get tea and coffee for the people. No, those are big organizations. It's unlike a organization like which is started by a sole trader and they've got only 5 employees. They can just send someone to get the tea and sugar. So the point is, suppliers, it starts right from a small thing until it goes to the raw materials they use, yes, to manufacture what they sell. Here we have got an example. Let's look at that example. In IT, team members can deliver solutions if the members involved understand that the client is asking for. Too much of interaction within the IT industries is about technical information and people too often forgotten. However, when people start talking, listening, and understanding each other, communication is improved and productive relationships are developed. The marketing department can build strong relations with clients by offering discounts on bulk purchases, cash discounts when clients pay on time, and cutting their prices slightly during festive seasons. Vodacom, for example, offers 60 minutes. Customers can call Vodacom friends between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. to all its prepaid customers when they recharge with 12 Rand or more. This helps build stakeholders' relations, and Vodacom's client base has been increasingly rapidly. So this is what they are talking about, that the importance of building strong relations. Yeah, your client base increases as well if you build strong relations. Then good relationships are key to success. Yes, there's no dismal failure because there is trust in every aspect. Employees are motivated as well. Then there's documentation of instances of building team relations between team members and stakeholders. Like when I said it involves some paperwork documentation. Yeah, they're saying saving legal agreements. Then company policies with regards to how they deal with different shareholders. For example, Pick and Pay can make it a policy to offer their customer discounts every weekend when they purchase certain products. Yeah, discuss Vodacom talking points, MTN Zone and SOC. Also, whenever as instances of building relation between team members and stakeholders. So they're saying, how do these like Vodacom's talking points, MTN Zone, SOC, these promotions or what, how do they help to build relationship between members and stakeholders? So how do these help to build relations between team members and stakeholders? So we are going to do this question for 15 minutes. So they are saying, then we have two people who can just give us feedback. Discuss Vodacom talking points, MTN zone, and Celsius WhatsApp whenever as instances of building relationship between team members and stakeholders. So how do these these campaigns, yes, help to build, like in Vodacom, the talking points, in MTN, there's the MTN zone. So see, they do WhatsApp whenever, maybe that was years back. So they're saying, how do these help to build what? To build the relations between team members and stakeholders. So we are doing this for 15 minutes, 9 o'clock to 9:15. Then I'll get feedback on that question. Let me display it nicely so that you see. This is the question that we are doing here. So let's meet at 9:15. So do that question and we meet at 9:15. In short, they're saying, how do these campaigns help to build what? Help to build relations between, whether it's team members, whether it's stakeholders like customers. How does it help to build relations? So we'll get feedback at 9:15. Anyone to give us feedback? Vodacom's talking on SOC, these campaigns, they're just what
You're breaking. We can't hear you.
customer relations.
Lovely lady here.
Okay, they're just saying how to campaigns up to build what
So you are going like this, or you're going to change?
to
Okay, okay. I have Nervous number. Is it the name or the intent?
Okay, may I meet your mics, please?
I'm so interested.
I'll just say,
Do you want me to call her or give her?
I think Dikeledi, may I meet your mic? Okay, our campaigns help to build customer relations. Like whatever campaign you put in you implement in an organization, how does it help to build your customer relations? Okay, any answer from the class? Okay, I think this helps to instill trust between the relevant parties, and parties get to know each other better. Yes, and also for the prestige of the Dikeledi, may meet your mic, please. May meet your mic. And also, like for the prestige of the organization, I think it also helps also for the prestige of the organization. Then also the relationship between stakeholders, they also feel that they are valued if they want more campaigns and all. And also for the what is it, market coverage, it increases the market coverage. Imagine if you hear that MTN is offering like the empty zone at the discounted prices,
Maybe she forgot
and your network, which
she's not picking up.
okay, Dikeledi, can you mute your mic? And also like the market coverage, you're building a long relationship with your what, with your stakeholders. Those are all the importance you can list. Next time when I give you time to do the work, I expect responses, because I would have given you time and there's no right or wrong answer. You just discuss what you have. Okay, we move on from there. We then go to the importance of honoring commitments to stakeholders. What is a commitment? A commitment is a what? Is a Okay, like my network, like something that wants to be fulfilled. That is a commitment, a promise, an obligation. So, what's the importance of honoring your commitments to stakeholders? I'll give you 5 minutes. I expect answers. What is the importance of honoring your commitment to stakeholders? You promise the quality of your products to your stakeholders. What is that? What is the importance of that? What is, you promise your stakeholders discount for a certain period? What is the problem? What is the importance of honoring that discount rather than to say, no, 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 we are not going to have a discount. The discount has been taken off. What is the importance of sticking to your first word? What is the importance of honoring your promises? We'll meet at 9:30 and I expect answers.
Ma'am Linda.
Yes, Johannes?
Ma'am Linda, I'm not feeling well. Can I switch off the video?
Yes, you can switch off the video. It's okay. Or you can excuse yourself from the class.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. You're welcome. Get well soon. Okay, for the rest, I'll give you up to 9:30. What is the importance of honoring commitments? Okay, we are back. What is the importance of honoring commitment? What is the importance of honoring commitment? If answers from the class, what is the importance of honoring commitments? It's just a simple question. If your customers a discount for a certain period, then you don't bring that discount, what are the consequences? Why do you have to honor promises or obligations? Can you have answers?
Linda,
Yes.
Pule.
Yes, Pule.
I think it build trust and reputation management and
Yes,
investor.
thank you. Investor confidence. Yes, thank you so much, Pule. Okay, thank you for your answers. Can you have any other answer?
Ms. Bongmusa,
Yes, Bongumusa.
when you follow, excuse me, when you follow through on your commitments, it builds positive rapport and trust among the team. It also shines light on your character when you are frontline staff or in a leadership role. People need to be able to rely on you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bongumusa. Thank you so much, Pule, for the answers. Those were well researched answers. So I think those were good answers. We don't need to add more. Then here they are saying, why commitment? Why do you have to commit? Yes, you read it on your own. Then what are the important survival? Your building. Yeah. Of honoring community stakeholders, support your answer with practical examples. We've already done that. The methods and techniques for building team coherence and spirit. Yes. So these are the methods now of building what? The team coherence and spirit. Yes, we need to firstly define what is coherence. We need to firstly define what is coherence. Coherence, the quality of being logical and consistent. This raises further questions on the coherence of the quality of. So we are just saying coherence is being consistent to your promises, being consistent to the way you do business. Yes, you are making quality products. You have to continue making quality products. You don't have to divulge from that. So that is coherence. Then the same below are questions whose answers will provide team building techniques that can help to achieve a successful, coherent team. Is each team members more clearly defined and established with the team? Is there a way to avoid or resolve possible conflicts arising within the team? Are there adequate channels of communication open to every team member? Are team members allowed to feel good about the team success? Does the team have a possible those uniform so the team has belonging among as team members, as they can distinguish each from non-team members. Then companies conduct regular team building events for team members where the importance of team work can be reinforced, like team bridging, activities, workshops, and all. End of year and other family-oriented events, like end of year function, the Christmas party, other family, like we are going to have a family day on Saturday, a golf day or a picnic day, and or where people bring their families. This also helps. Then there is an activity 10 there. Imagine you're a project leader in a manufacturing company. What methods and techniques are you going to use in order to build team coherence and spirit? So you have to define the methods you are going to use to define team building and coherence as well. Like listed above, where they are saying what? End of year function, family functions, and all. You define the methods you are going to use. Then feedback as a tool of making constructive and productive working relationship. Yes, giving and receiving feedback. Feedback is two-way, as they are saying. They are saying you need to know how to give it effectively and at the same time model how to receive it constructively. So here, like performance appraisal to your employees, like performance appraisal, how does it work? You're rating how each employee is working. Yes, are they meeting the objectives of the company? You're grading the employees and all. So it's a two-way thing that, okay, performance appraisal, you're told to fill a form that you rate yourself. Yes, the management tells you that. Then at the end, after filling the form, you have to take it back to management. Then the management gives you feedback. That's why we say feedback is a two-way thing. Then here they are saying not on how to give it effectively. How do you give feedback effectively? Try to make a positive process and experience. Be timely, make it regular. Prepare your comments, be specific. Criticize in private, use I statements. I, not we. I are taking blame for what like you did, not to say we and all. Limit your focus. Talk about what? Talk about positives too. Provide specific suggestions there. Follow up. Receiving feedback effectively. Seek feedback. Avoid debate. Listen actively. Ask for examples. Don't obsess. Process the feedback in your own time. Then here now there's activity 11 that you have to do. What is feedback? Do you usually give feedback to your team members? Do you enjoy receiving feedback from your manager? Do you use feedback you receive constructively? These are just questions. You define what is feedback. Then do you usually give feedback to your team members? Do you enjoy receiving feedback from your manager? Do you use the feedback what you have received constructively? Then there's a summary of effective feedback here. This is effective feedback is well timed, is consistent as possible. All this is a summary of good effective feedback. That is a summary of good effective feedback. Or that what is listed is a summary of good effective feedback. Then so we are not going to do it now, you can do it later. That is a summary of good effect. The mixing of team members in what? In communication. Then on completion of this section, you'll be able to respect personal, ethical, religious, and cultural differences to enhance interaction between team members. So here you are enhancing interaction between what? Team members. Here there is what? Introduction, which you have to view. Our communities are like rainbows. Every color is unique. Every color is pretty when used right, but it can appear quite ugly when misused. A diverse, multicultural work environment is the same. It needs to be handled well to be effective. Like when they are different, what? Multicultural. A work environment that have got different cultures, Indians, white, blacks, Asians, and all. Then it needs to be handled well to be effective, just as the rainbow looks pretty in the order it is. But if you put colors together without considering their individuality of their role in the whole, the end product would be signified chaos instead of perfect beauty. Then differences between team members. Okay, team members have differences in what? Culture and values, languages, backgrounds, and interests. There is also like an activity. Our communities are like rainbows. Every color is unique, every color is pretty when used right, but it can appear quite ugly when misused. Comment on this and give practical examples. Hint, note the difference in your team members or members from the project you've done before. You're just showing the importance of teamwork, that if used right, teamwork can achieve a lot of tremendous goals. But if not used, like if there's no teamwork, then there can be disastrous effects. The importance of showing respect, then they define what is respect. Yes. Respect denotes both a positive feeling of esteem for a person of other entity, such as a nation or a religion, and also specific actions and conduct representative of that esteem. Respect can be a specific feeling of regard for the actual qualities of one respected. For instance, I have respect for a judgment. Or it can also be conduct in according with a specific ethic of considered to indicate the lack of respect, disrespect, whereas actions that honor somebody or something indicate what respect. So that is, they're just giving a definition of respect. Then respect is, okay, these are the characteristics of respect here. As you can see, listen without interrupting, treating everyone fairly and equally, allowing everyone to participate in all. That is respect. Then here they give respect for your fellow team members. Okay, when do you have to respect fellow teammates? How to respect fellow teammates? Here it is denoted there. All these points they denote. Then also tackling behaviors that are of concern to individuals. How do you tackle what behaviors that you can are considered rude and all that are diverting from the goals of the organization? It then goes to tell us what are the symptoms that point to issues of team performance. Consider these 10 behaviors and attitude. Then corrective measures of those what listed behaviors and attitude. Then modifying behavior to support teams here. How do you modify your behavior to support what work teams? Do not overkill with sweeping what generalizations, regardless of the religion, ethnic, or cultural background of a person. Everyone has to be treated. All this is listed, all this up to, it's all listed there, all those points. All those points up to the one I'm scrolling down. Then we now go to, how did you modify your own behavior in order to support other team members? How did you modify your own behavior in order to support other team members? Then you go to strategies to deal with potential or actual conflict in a project. Conflict is something like when people say conflict, they're not understanding each other. They are diverting from the main objective and sticking to their own goals. That is, you can define conflict. That is how you can define what conflict as well. So 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you have to define what is conflict and conflict management. Search what is conflict and conflict management. At 9:50, then we meet. Before we go for break, can someone define conflict and conflict management? Can somebody define conflict and conflict management? Please, when I give you time to do something, you must do it. It's becoming annoying. You just have to do it. I told you to look for the definition of conflict and conflict management. That was simple. Can somebody give me a definition? The more you delay, the more you go late for break, and I won't subtract the time.
Conflict, ma'am. Hi, it's Poliso. Conflict is when there's a disagreement between people, for example, at the workplace, and then over a certain issue. And then conflict management is when you use certain techniques to resolve that disagreements. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Polisa, for your definition. Yes, that is good. Can you have another person as well? Can you have another person? Can you have another person?
It's long.
Yes, Bongumusa.
Yeah, I've got the definition of conflict management.
Okay, yes, yes.
So it says conflict management is the practice of being able to identify and managing conflicts sensibly, fairly, and efficiently. Conflict management processes deals with perceived incompatibilities or disagreements arising from, for example, diverging opinions, objectives, and needs.
Okay, thank you so much, Bongumusa, for the definition. Thank you. That was well researched as well. Thank you, Toniswa and Bongumusa. Okay, we can go for break, then we'll meet back at 10:30. Let's meet at